If you overindulged a little too much over the holidays, you are joining millions of Americans that say losing weight is their #1 New Year's resolution. But a lot of people want to realize, how do you create a sustainable lifestyle this year that's going to help you keep those pounds off for good? Terry Page with Medical Transformation Center is here along with Stephanie Lancaster. She is a Transform Weight graduate. She's going to tell us her amazing, empowering story. But first of all, ladies, Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Great to have you back, Terry. Stephanie, can't wait to hear your story because a lot of people out there want to hear it and get some encouragement. You know, every year people say, Terry, I'm losing weight and I'm keeping it off. Easier said than done.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing. Most people will lose their weight. I mean, I tell people you can eat grapefruits and lose weight easily, but it's not sustainable. You haven't created health. And so the Transform Weight program that we've created really works towards helping people obtain optimal health, and as a byproduct, the weight starts to shed off. That's really the overlying principle. This is medically developed by a physician, medically supervised, and we've been developing, I will tell you, we've been working to develop this optimal program for 10 years.
And it's really, it's very, it's full of depth here, right? You're not just giving somebody an app and a menu and saying, good luck everybody, here's a supplement, great. You are really taking them on a journey to transform the way they look at food, exercise, and a healthy lifestyle.
Absolutely. You know, we have multiple components to this. So there's the metabolic component. I mean, we're looking at your metabolism to make sure that's optimized. Again, because they're working with a physician to do this. We're using some powerful
because you may have some underlying things going on that you didn't know about that you need to assess first.
Right. And so then too, you know, gut food sensitivities, gut health, permeability, inflammation. We're working on all those pieces, again, because when we get that in check, we can help. People don't carry around extra weight when they're healthy, and that's really the impetus for this program.
And you brought a lot of the tools that are kind of used in this program.
We did.
They don't use all of it at once. To show you different things for different people that might help you support your journey.
Exactly, and because it's incremental. You know, sometimes, you know, you didn't get here in a day. You're not going to, you know, dump the weight in a day.
No.
You know, what we try to do, and it's scary to think about, oh gosh, this is such a big, you know, a big undertaking, and so we break it down.
Frustrating, Terry. It really, people get very frustrated, and they're like, "Oh, it's not working," but you've got to give this some time.
Right, and we're with you every step of the way. You know, we've got you know, support. We go on a grocery shopping trip. We eat out together so that we can. How do you navigate the restaurant? How do you navigate foods when you're out in public instead of at home in your controlled environment?
Well, these are some great tools to help you get there, but no greater tool than hearing Stephanie's story, because you're going to inspire us with your story, because I think your story is similar. I get a lot of emails from viewers saying, how do I do this? Or you had somebody on and I want to learn more. How did you get started, and why did you come to Medical Transformation Center?
Well, we were going to go, we have a planned vacation in a couple weeks.
No greater goal than that. I want to look good on my vacation.
And that 3 months was just a key number. And plus going through menopause, I would lose a pound or two and then I'd gain it back, and it just wouldn't go anywhere. And I would work out just as much, and it just wasn't happening for me. So this just was the ideal plan. It has real food. You're held accountable. You know, you've got weekly weigh-ins, and
it sounds like too. Talk a little bit about the field trips and the conversations and the support you had, kind of going through this. That you were never kind of left to your own devices. You always had that support there.
Oh yes.
To answer your specific questions.
Yes, because even on our weekly weigh-ins, if they would sit with you and ask you, you know, questions, how you're doing, just kind of keep you going. The field trips were wonderful. I loved
field trips going great. I want to do those.
It was a shopping trip. And learning
was that really eye-opening for you, the shopping trips?
It was. Yes. It just kind of helped you learn where you should look, and you know, what brands might be better than others. The eating out, that helped kind of pick what was better on the menu than anything else, and also the fitness training. That, you know, you can't, they kind of work together.
That's like something I think too that is not included in a lot of programs.
We have a weekly,
and they have to go together.
Yes. Weekly personal trainer there that is included in the program.
You mentioned menopause. That's something that a lot of women go through to varying degrees. It affects Terry and women differently. You're laughing. You're going, oh, girl, we got to need a whole hour for that.
That's a whole other conversation.
whole
conversation.
but because it affects women so differently, it really impacts them in a deep way, right? And you feel so frustrated. You feel like, well, it's over for me.
Right. And you know, it's kind of like you stop and the train hits you, because what used to work, you know, like Stephanie said, you know, oh, I'll just eat grapefruit, you know, back to the grapefruits again for a day, and I'll lose that 5 pounds.
Or a powdered shake.
Right.
That works.
And then my dress will
ago.
fit, and it just doesn't anymore. And so it's about, again, shifting and kind of unwinding that long-term damage that we've done to ourselves.
Well, there's one key prop we haven't showed off yet, and I'll let you do the honors.
Oh, yeah, this is just kind of fun. So, you know, we've had this in our office for a long time. This actually is 5 pounds of fat.
That's 5 pounds?
This is 5 pounds of fat. So, you know, just a little visual. My husband actually keeps it in his office when he's sharing with people information about their body fat, body composition, visceral fat, that type of thing, because it's hard to wrap your head around what is 5 pounds of fat. But, you know, if you imagine this wrapped around your internal organs, which we, you know, again, that's really part of our Transform Weight program, is really, again, trying to get down into that, shake it up, and move it out. Because toxins are stored in fat, too.
Right, and then you learn tools like you have to create a healthy lifestyle from here on out.
Yes.
Right? It kind of changes your mentality. We want people to know, too, there's the upcoming sign-up period, webinars, chances for you to join coming up right now.
Right. So the deadline to join Transform Weight is January 23rd. But before that, we have 2 free webinars. They're the same webinar, but they're 2 different times to make it convenient for people. One on January 11th at 10 a.m. and one on January 16th at 6 p.m. And people can sign up for that free webinar at medicaltransformationcenter.com. Just go to services and Transform Weight, and you'll get all the information about the program. We've really tried to include everything on the website so people can make an informed choice and know, you know, what makes it different.
It's a journey.
It is.
Right? It's a journey in a new life, and I feel like this is all right here, guys. It's all right here or on my stomach, right? You know what it's like over the holidays. Get this stuff off, definitely. But again, thank you so much for explaining, and congratulations on all your success. And here's to another great year and more vacations.
Oh, yes.
Right? Bikini Body's next, right? Yes. Bring it on. All right, so to go ahead and sign up and to get started with Medical Transformation Center, go to medicaltransformationcenter.com, and from there you can sign up for that free webinar and get started today. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.